Once again, welcome to today's call, and we're going to talk about how to optimize your technical writing LinkedIn profile. Now, LinkedIn is a professional social media for workers. Probably I would say workers only. So LinkedIn is a platform where you can easily get jobs because they have a job board. Now it's professional because people majorly post everything that has to do with work experience, how to get job, and probably everything that has to do with job. That is the major content you would see on LinkedIn. So you have other content they post, but majorly they talk more about work, job, job experience, job culture, everything that revolves around job. Now, to get jobs, it's easy for you to get jobs through LinkedIn and any other platform available. So let me share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen. So let me know when you see my screen. Okay, so thank you, Juliet. Now, how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Now, first, I've talked about LinkedIn, what is LinkedIn, what LinkedIn does, and everything you need to know about LinkedIn as a beginner. Now, how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, making it easier for people to see. People, I mean recruiters or probably hiring managers. So there are certain things you need to put in place so that people can easily find you on LinkedIn, know what you do, and that will make it easier for you to get job. Number one is choose the right picture for your LinkedIn. It is very, 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 very important that you have the right picture because you have so many other persons that post some pictures that are very funny on LinkedIn, and because of that, you somebody will probably see you, and because of the image or profile picture you have, they will probably ignore you because they think you're not serious, or they will think probably this person is not updated on LinkedIn. So imagine you're putting you have your title as a senior technical writer, and your image is probably um, an image of where you're cooking, or probably an image of where you're, or an image of a cat, or image of an animal, or probably an image of your screen, or image of something else. So LinkedIn is not like Facebook, it's not like Twitter. LinkedIn is professional. So you put a professional picture where you're facing the screen. Possibly, I would say put your passport where you look very nice. Fine. Or put an image where you're looking very good with a very good dress and you're facing your camera, you're facing the screen. So that is one. The second is add a background photo. It's very, very important. So your background photo is the second virtual event element, because when they look at your LinkedIn, they would see the background photo behind your profile picture, and your background photo should depict what you're doing, depict your career, depict your skill. So that one grabs people's attention. So imagine you probably put a sexual content behind that, or you put in a picture of a kitchen when you're talking about a software engineer. So that doesn't pass a very good message, because of LinkedIn is a professional platform. But if you do that on Twitter, it's fine. But when it comes to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is very professional. That is the reason why they have a job board attached to the platform. So write a professional headline. It's very, very important. So, will you now let me ask a very question. So, will you connect with the user whose headline is job seeker or LinkedIn user? So, if somehow you go online and see people probably put, I'm a job seeker. As no, probably you might not want to connect with such a person. So, put a very professional headline that would depict what you're doing. Yes, I'm a curriculum manager. I'm a senior technical writer. You put it there. I'm a senior software engineer. You put it there. I'm a senior content writer. I'm a junior content writer. I'm a content writer. I'm a copywriter. Those are the titles you put, and not job seeker, LinkedIn user, housewife, kitchen user, and all the rest. So it's a professional headline you need to put, and don't put probably something that would make them see you as somebody that is not serious. So use relevant keywords. So it's easy for people to see you on LinkedIn. Now, probably because of this, let me go over to my LinkedIn profile. Now, when they say put, let's go back again, put relevant keywords. Now, if you look over here, you will see senior technical writer, documentation manager, developer advocate. Now, when you search for developer advocate, you would see me. When you search for technical writer, you would see me. When you search for documentation manager, you also see me. So now let's try to search for technical writer and see people that have technical writing as their headline there. So it's always very good to have that. Okay, technical writer. You have the job and you have the people. So now let's go over to the people. Now you're seeing software engineer, technical writer, backend engineer, and technical writer. Technical writer at Log Rocket. So now let's see everybody. Probably every technical writer here. So you have about 313,000 results. So technical writer slash software developer slash React dash slash Vue.js, JavaScript, and the other framework. You have React developer, technical writer at this at Free Code Camp. You have backend developer, technical writer. You have mechanical engineering, front-end developer, technical writer. You have just technical writer, software, technical writer, UI UX and technical writer, API, technical writer. Now, it is very, 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 very important you have all this in. So let me try to connect with somebody I know. All right. So you see the importance of having that keyword, technical writer, here on your profile. So this will make it easier for them to find you. I've gotten mails from people that, hey, we searched on LinkedIn and we saw you as a technical writer in Nigeria, or they searched in technical writer in Africa. Okay, now let's try technical writer in Nigeria. So it's getting everybody in Nigeria. So technical writer, this is product technical writer, software technical writer, software technical writer, digital artist, technical writer at graph.dev, front end developer. Now, this is all technical writers that reside in Nigeria. Now, we have results of about 1,100 results. So when you have that relevant keywords, it's very, very important. Now, the keywords there should depict what you're doing. If you're an Android developer, you should have it there. If you're a technical writer, you have it there. So you can add technical writer, you can add writer if you probably want to add writer. If you're also into content writing, just add those keywords so that people can easily find you. It's very, very important. I don't think you have any limit to that. Okay. All right. So let me try. Let's see. So you can add as much as you want to add. So it's a lot. So this keyword is very, very important. Now write an amazing summary. So your summary is the next spot to sell yourself after your headline. This is your headline. Now you have your summary. Here is my summary. Now this is summary. This is about you. So here is where you sell yourself. This is just like a cover letter on LinkedIn, where you tell people, this is who I am, these are the skills I have. You add everything important that you do. So for me, I said a software engineer with considerable experience in native Android, blockchain. Now I added the skills that I have: developer advocacy, UI design, building static sites using this, documentation engineer, community building and management, Firebase. I went down, talk about I develop apps from ground up. I do this, I write and maintain codes, I share knowledge by writing technical blogs and all that. So when they want to know who you are, they come down here and they read it. So write an amazing summary. It will help bring people to you. Now, clean up your profile. So you have poor grammar, you have misspellings, typos, and omissions can dent your profile. So let's say probably you have a typo. Make sure you clean up your profile. You go and make sure everything is accurate. So you have any typo, you have any misspelling in your name, you have any typo or misspelling in your headlines, you make sure you correct that. You have anyone in the about us, you make sure you correct that. Even have anyone in your experience here, you make sure in your education, make sure you clean that up. So include a picture, it's very important. So this is my picture. Now looking at this, they will know, okay, this is who I am. And look at my background image, open source. So because I'm an open source maintainer, I added that. So you can also add something very close to what you're doing. So you can probably add technical writing, image. You have awesome images online. You can just add that depict what you're doing. So you add your skills. Skills will help boost your profile. So coming down, you have your skills. So this is, so I have 45. So Android, Java, Kotlin, programming and development, mobile, research, software, project, agile, mobile, and you have people anyway that will get to the endorsement section. I added this Android SDK, MySQL, HTML, this, that, right? Did I even write any writing here? To be technical writing. So it is very, very important for you to add your skills to help boost your profile. So when they come here, they'll probably check, okay, this probably the skills that this person has, so we can probably work with this person with these skills. Now, keep your profile up to date. Make sure everything is updated, starting from your headline. Okay, let me get back. So starting from your name, your image, your background, your company, your headline, coming down to the about us, about you, sorry, make sure everything is well updated. Your experience, everything is well updated. You've left the company, you joined a new one, make sure you update that. Your education, make sure everything is accurate, it's well updated. You just graduated from a new school, be it a boot camp or anything, you add it here and make sure it's well updated. Add don't miss out any information you need to add here. It's very, very important because you don't know the recruiter that is checking your profile. You don't know if the person probably likes likes hiring people that has so many certifications. You don't know if the person likes hiring people that has lots of voluntary experience. You like to volunteer to do stuff. Maybe the person likes somebody that has a constructive about us message, or probably a person that has so many experiences from different companies, not just one. Now you don't know who is checking your profile, so it's very, very important for you to make sure you update everything, add every piece of information you need to add on LinkedIn. Now grow your network. So LinkedIn is not just for you to just come and update, and when you apply for a job, they will check. Make sure every day you use your LinkedIn profile. You use your LinkedIn, not like use your LinkedIn profile. So you come on LinkedIn, you drop a post, you react to people's posts. They have an algorithm where probably it checks how frequent you use LinkedIn. Probably, I don't know how it works, but I feel it should check how frequent you use LinkedIn and make your own content visible to more people. So I know that is generally how most social media algorithms work. If you don't use it so much, your content don't get to be seen by so many other persons. So, but when you use it very much, it gets seen by so many other persons. So it's very, very important because you don't know how many friends your friend has. You understand? So if somebody in your friend list might have like 65,000 connections, and imagine 65,000. How do you think yours will top the first list of the person's profile for them to see that, hey, this person posted something? But when you post regularly, you react to people's posts. You go to people's posts, you see something very something you like, you react to it, you comment, and you continuously do that every day. And when a recruiter checks your profile, they'll see that, oh, this person uses LinkedIn regularly, so this person is an updated person. So I think this person will probably be a good fit. Boom, you've crossed the first stage. So, and that will help you grow your network. People notice you and they want to make friends with you. Now, spread the endorsement love. try to endorse people you know that have done awesome stuff. You can go and endorse them in their skills. Now, this is for my skill here. Mm, yeah, okay, now this is my skill. People like in Android, I have 11 endorsements, Java endorsement, Kotlin programming. Now, you go and endorse people in their skills, and people will also reciprocate by endorsing you too for endorsing them. So that would now make it very easy. Like I'm very good in technical writing, and I've not, let me see, my and no endorsement in technical writing. So it is very cool for you to endorse people in their skills you know they are very good at, and they will in turn endorse you. That will boost you. Now, imagine you come as a recruiter in my profile and check my skills, and I've seen 11 endorsement. That tells you 11 persons to endorse this guy, which means he's good in Android, he's good in Java. So, let's give me a try. That would help boost your profile too. So request recommendations. Now, when you know what you're doing, you can request a recommendation from somebody you know that probably has a higher rank in tech, somebody that has so many experiences in tech, and probably somebody that has so many experiences in the work, the tech skill they are doing. So you can request endorsement, request recommendation. So the person will recommend you, hey, I've worked with this person, or this person attended my program, and I think this person is very good. The person is very nice. I can bet that if the person works in your company, the person will do this and do that. That will boost it up. So this is the one that I've received. This was an intern when I was an Android engineer. So he wrote a lot. He's an excellent team leader. I had pleasure working with him for 4 months with him through my internship at Service. He leads by example, always kept team morale up. You know, I also worked with this other person. I also worked with that person. So these are the persons that I received from. Now, these are the people I've given endorsements to. Wow, 7 persons. I'm good at giving endorsements. So I worked with this. He's my teammate. He was my teammate. I've worked with this as a community person. I've also given him an endorsement because he was an intern. I also worked with her, and I also worked with him, and I also worked with him, and I also worked with this person. So I gave endorsement to them, and that would boost their profile. Okay, now let's start with this. I've known Richard for more than 4 years. Richard is a very passionate, dedicated, and hardworking, not just design, but also the tech ecosystem. So when somebody, recommends you in this way, that tells a lot about who you are. Let's go over to him. It's a pleasure to recommend this. I've known this for over 5 months, during which time he worked as an Android intern in my office remotely. I have been constantly impressed with attitude, productivity during time that he has worked with me. Karim is very bright, quick in learning, and open source enthusiast. So this tells a lot about who he is. So it's very good to request for recommendation from people you know that will give you recommendation. Don't request from just any other person, because not everybody will give you that. And before you request recommendation, you only do that to somebody that knows you very well, and somebody you know that would definitely recommend you, and you within yourself, you know that the person would want to recommend you because of your relationship and because of uh, your skill, and more like your productivity, and the person knows you very well that you can actually do whatever he recommends or he or she recommends you for. So it's important to request for recommendation. Now, add certification. So there are courses you will take online, there are boot camps, cohorts you will join, you will get certifications. And when you get those certifications, it is very, very important for you to add them. So these are my certifications I've added. I have a lot, but probably didn't want to add. I didn't feel like adding so much of that. So I don't have anyone for technical writing. All right, so this, when you look at the certifications, you know that okay, this person has done a lot in Android, and I think this guy or this person is very good at what he or she claims they say they can do. So it is important for you to add certification. Now, publish long form content and use to start conversation. It's very important. Post long content on social media, LinkedIn specifically, so that people will react to that. And that will start conversation, and that would promote your visibility. It's important. Okay. All right. So that's all. Thank you and thank you. So if you have any question, I think you should. Now let's chat. All right, guys. Any question?